Fox News host Tucker Carlson on Friday apologized to viewers after a local Georgia news outlet pointed out that he had made a false claim about a dead individual illegally voting in the state. On a Thursday evening segment of Tucker Carlson Tonight, the host claimed that someone had cast a ballot on behalf of James Blalock of Covington, Georgia, who passed away in 2006. On his show Friday, Carlson said, quote, "We've got some good news tonight and an apology. One of the people who voted in last week's election isn't dead. James Blalock is still dead. We told you about him, but it was his wife who voted. She voted as Mrs. James Blalock. It's old-fashioned, and we missed it."
Okay, so just for the people that think that this might be fake news. Okay, first of all, so this was the allegation. Mr. James Blalock of Covington, Georgia, a World War II veteran, voted in the election. The only problem, he passed away 14 years ago in January 2006. Sadly, Mr. Blalock is a victim of voter fraud. And this is what actually came out, facts confirmed by the Georgia. So this is actually somebody who went and took a look by the Georgia's Republican Secretary of State's office and 2 county election supervisors. Trump won. Okay. Dead Jackson voter was alive. A woman with same name. Dead Newton voter was legally registered as Mrs. and her husband's name. So this is the person. She's alive. Okay. Her husband did indeed die in 2006, but Angus Balalock did not use his ballot to vote absentee. Trump campaign got a list of voters without Mrs. or Misters. So Mrs. James Blalock was listed as just James Blalock. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, so he's saying we checked, they didn't. So there's somebody that actually went to spend the time to go look, and so amazing what an actual investigative journalist can do, as opposed to blindly repeating claims invented by the internet. And here's actually the Tucker Carlson issues a correction and gives an apology after falsely claiming that a deceased individual had voted in Georgia. He goes on to assert that he was correct, however, about other dead voters, even though the other report he mentioned was debunked as well.
We got some good news tonight and an apology. One of the people who voted in last week's election isn't dead. Now, James Blalock is still dead. We told you about him. But it was his wife who voted. She voted as Mrs. James Blalock. It's old-fashioned.
She's so cute.
Now, a whole bunch of dead people did vote. We showed you their names. We proved it. But James Blalock was not among them. It was Mrs. James Blalock. So apologies for that. And of course, we're always going to correct when we're wrong. And
see, this is, why I have to play this, because people, every time something goes against their narrative, they're going to be like, oh, this is fake. This guy is fake news. This is The Hill is fake news. Everybody who's saying something that we don't like is fake news. So I have to only play. The only way to make them like, maybe this is not fake news, is to like play one of their gods. It has to come from out of the mouth of this guy for them to believe something. And they be like, oh guys, you guys believe everything you hear, blah blah blah. And no, it's you guys who believe everything you hear, as long as the right people, the people that you worship, say it.